Hello, welcome back to another game. A viewer game, 1v1 between, Gyeseongyeon, or however you pronounce it, but I'm gonna call him G. He was suggesting that, so G playing here as the Burmese, 18 plus against Tomyam, a 2K plus arena player, and that's the reason G sent me this game, because see that it was one of the first games against the 2K plus player of him. Let's see how he's going to do this. We have Vikings for Tomyam, and we have Burmese for G here in teal against blue. I like this color matchup actually. Blue against teal looks quite nice. Let's go for the maps then and see how the players are going to do this. Vikings, pretty strong economy, so it's not going to be easy for Burmese to win this. And Burmese have one big weakness, and that's Arbalest, as far as I remember at least. So Vikings with the quick Arbalest possibilities actually have very good chances to win this early on. G might need to go aggressive with a Monk Rush with Arambai. I would love to see that, like one monastery, one castle, one siege workshop, and then add whatever you need, but it's quite unlikely to see this. Go for the maps. Main gold, forward, main stone, forwardish, 4 deer inside, which is nice. The third gold forward, outside, not too far away at least, and yeah, don't let that deer run out. Looks okay-ish here. We have the second gold inside to the edge of the arena here, close to the walls, but it's inside, which is better than like somewhere outside here. Second boar inside as well, one really close, of course, with the Burmese. She can see all the relics, one really close to that gold. In the back we have some extra resources. Second stone is safe in the back, extra gold, extra stone, which is very nice to have. The main stone we've seen on the side, a little bit of nothing here, doesn't really matter. The map okay-ish, but the main gold quite far forward, not so much gold in the back. That's the only problem, I guess. So let's see how she's going to play this. He's luring deer, going for 20 population. He's getting a house in time. Yes, looking good. How about Tomyam with the main gold on the side? Is arena, his walls reaching far into the middle of the map, which is never too good to have. But let's see how he's going to play this, if he can defend it. Is he going for a boom here maybe, or is he going aggressive? Maybe go with the siege tower, a few crossbowmen, something like that. Could be interesting. Main gold on the side. Second gold on the left hand side is outside, or maybe it's the third gold. Let's call it the third. Second stone left hand side, forward outside, deer inside, which is very nice to have. Second gold forward, outside on the other side, and the main stone forward. The map not good for him. Only an extra gold in the back, and yeah, this could be an aggressive game actually, because on those maps you don't really want to go for a boom. If you're getting attacked, if you're getting under pressure, you don't have the resources you want to have to go for good units. We have one really close to space on the right hand side, one really close on the left, and this one I guess is technically in the neutral zone, but doesn't really matter for now. I'm gonna see if anybody's going for the relics. 5, 6 villagers on a wood line. That's the only wood line that Tomyam is using. 7 villages now in total. And both players are on the way to feudal age at exactly the same population, 27. Tomyam 3 seconds behind, doesn't really matter. And looks like Tomyam is not going to lure the deer. Instead, he's sending villagers to take those deer. Maybe starting to lure now. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because you don't want to use the village, have to run the villagers back and forth towards the TC. That's all like 15 to 20 tiles, and that's just too much. 3 villages on gold actually, which is interesting and means that he probably did do loom. Not sure why. Then technically is ahead, unless she did also go for loom here, but it's unlikely. So Tomyam technically is ahead, had the better start, a little bit behind. We do see a stable coming up for G and a blacksmith. Interesting. Maybe he wants to go scouts, maybe it's going to be elephants, which is unlikely but possible. I don't really like the castle age elephants approach on arena. Usually it doesn't really work out, but we're going to find out soon. And scouts most of the times makes more sense. We have G on the way to castle age, and Tomyam actually went with the barracks that I didn't see, and stable blacksmith as well. So both have a stable up, and that means we're going to see a little bit of castle age aggression. Potentially a knight or two in the mix, and I think monastery definitely for Tomyam here. Another house coming up is housed on 30, cannot go for that scout. On the other side, she is already with 2 scouts now, but also housed. Look at this, both players doing the same. Let's call it mistake. It's an inaccuracy if you're going to chess terms, but for our terms it could be a mistake here. This is not 2K4 level, so, and it's not a tournament, it's just rated games. You don't really want to judge in my position as a, I guess, 1600 player. I haven't played in a long time, to be honest, but I don't miss it as much because I can still spend the limited time I have to go for casting, and I prefer casting over playing at this point. So we're going to see monastery now for G with the light cav upgrade on the way, heavy plow even coming up. He could go for 2 extra TCs. He's got the wood, he's got the stone obviously, and we have a little bit of a scout push here from Tom Yam, but now 3 light cav plus a spearman, more houses on the way, monk on the way for G as well. On the other side, what is Tom Yam going to do? We're going to see a TC on the main gold, close to the walls, and the other extra TC going where? Ooh, on the stone outside. Look at this. Imagine if we had a castle up, maybe siege workshop forward, something like that. Are coming up, but of course it's the scout, it's the light cav, and G is going for extra TCs on the wood line here. That looks like a decent spot, I guess, and 1 TC not on the wood line but on that second stone. I guess he wants to put a few farms around that. Could have gone on the wood line as well, maybe like right here on that diagonal, possible, but it doesn't really matter as much. We have a little bit of a scout to light cav fight here, and it looks like the spearman from Tom Yam went down, but Tom Yam should be able to get a few relics in with that map control he has. There's the second relic already coming up. There's one on the monastery, and it looks like Tom Yam will be able to get 3 against the 2 from G, and G is not going with the monk for now. Where's the monk from him? Yeah, moving out now, trying to get the last relic in as well, but I think he should pick up this one first, and yeah, that's nice to have the spearman around. Tom Yam is not anticipating the spearman and sent the scout to patrol, I guess. There's 2 monks on the way, and we're going to see a bit of a fight between the light cav scouts and the 2 monks that are healing the scout first. Nice to see. In the meantime, G is picking up that relic, and there is the big fight happening. 2 monks going down, and now of course you can't see a lot of the colors, but you can see that Tom Yam, I think, is putting up a decent fight and is not winning this. Ooh, he should have gotten that other light cav maybe, but G has an advantage here, and we have 55 against 44 villagers even. Interesting. Heavy plow, and only now Boso coming in from Tom Yam. What is happening? G is good with the resources, has 2 relics, could go for that last one as well, and Tom Yam with this TC on gold and TC on stone. I think that was a little bit of a mistake. Usually you want to have a TC on the wood line. It's a lot easier to boom with the TC on wood, in my opinion at least. Wheelbarrow coming in from G, of course. Wheelbarrow and handcart already available for Tom Yam, so he's not so far behind as it may seem now, and he's going with another TC and a university TC on the wood line, and the 3rd gold here on the left hand side, housed in 60. That's really ambitious. Going with outside TCs can backfire so hard, but it's not happening. I think G does not see these TCs. No, he can't. We can see the farms here, but it's the spectator bug, so he doesn't know about this outside economy. And did he pick up the relic? Yeah, that's relic number 3, so a little bit of a relic advantage as well. There's a siege workshop coming up for the 2nd castle building, and she's close to clicking up to Imperial Age. The question is what to do then. Are we going to see elephants? Is it going to be Arambai? Are we going to see siege and monks potentially? But that's really tough to do in Imperial Age. And we could see some trash, some siege. I don't really know how to play Burmese against Vikings in Imp. And it looks like Tom Yam will click up to Imperial Age any second. There it's happening. I hope it was in the main TC. Yes, that's the one that is defended best because it's inside the walls. We have a few houses now coming up to reinforce the walls. Wolf dying to the villager, and I guess we're going to see the Arbalest here. Archer production starting. Crossbowman not on the way yet, doesn't have the resources yet, but yeah, Arbalest will be good. 5 archer ranges in total, 6 already. There's the light cav moving in, maybe trying to catch a few villagers, and it looks like 1 or 2 of them might go down. No, yeah, 1 down. And the last outer range delayed. Crossbowman fletching on the way. And now the thing is, what is Chi going to do here? I think he needs to opt for Onachas. Mangonel on the way. 2nd siege workshop coming up. He's got a lot of resources in the bank. We are not going to see Arambai, I guess. Onacher is good. And then what? Elite skirmishers without the defensive upgrades are really not that strong. Onacher on the way immediately. I think Burmese do get, but I need to look that up. They do get siege engineers, right? Yeah, available. Where is it? There it is. So I think siege engineers is a must here as well. And Halberdier and Onacher is a decent combination in this battle. But the question is it good enough? Because Arbalest coming in soon for Tom Yam is up to Imperial Age. Bodkin Squires, Pikemen. So the Arbalest against Onacher is the big difference here. I guess Tom Yam might want to go for siege rams actually, but we're going to find out soon. Crossbowman against Onacher. Ooh, get the shot in, get it in, get it in. No, that was not good. She did not pay attention. The crossbowman able to take down an Onacher for free pretty much. Not so many crossbowmen dying. And yeah, you need a few more. Nice micro here by Tom Yam. He's concentrating on those few crossbowmen that are left. But there's 2 Onachers now and more to come in. Chainmail armor to get these halberdiers almost fully upgraded. Fully upgraded on the defense? No, not yet. And of course, champions might be an option for the Burmese here later on. I would love to see the champions with a plus, what is a +3 attack? Is that correct? I think that's pretty much it. We have a few pikemen moving in and militia. So we're going to see standard infantry maybe. No, pikemen production still going on. A castle in the middle, still producing crossbowmen, not arbalest. What is happening? Tom Yum is not clicking that arbalest upgrade. He's low on food, and you can see the ram going on quickly to the halberdiers. I'm going to see trebuchets, berserk production starting. I like this idea, and we have trebuchet coming up from G. Berserks will be strong eventually, but as long as you're not upgrading them, they will die to the Onager halberdier combination unless you want to defend. With the defense, it will be good. Berserks can defend easily against the helps. Attacking might be difficult. Tom Yum going for arbalest finally, going for ballistics, and G is looking good here. Not a better population, but I think he's got the more valuable army, and he's using the Onagers to get rid of that trebuchet, but that costs him 3 Onagers in total, and that's not a good trade in my opinion. Should have gone for the halberdiers instead of the Onagers maybe. Second trap is up, and that castle from Tom Yum is not under attack because the trebuchets are not in range. She needs to move his traps, move them forward. Husbandry, chain burning armor, iron casting. That's the plan here. Am I going to see elephants actually? Not yet. Any production? Not sure about the elephants. I would love to see standard infantry here. But maybe it's the wrong choice, I don't know. Pikemen still getting produced? I'm not really sure about this. Maybe he just wants to have some trash units. And there's the berserks moving forward, but the castle is really helpful here. And looks like the Onagers will help to keep those arbalests at distance. Nice shot, a lot of arbalests dying with that volley. Good, he's actually going in a loose format, but he's still losing a lot of arms. And the castle went down quick now with the 2 trebuchets. Tom Yum is losing the castle. He's got another one on the left hand side and going for conscription here. In these stables, looks like Cavalier is the choice. Not sure about it, but not so many pikemen around, and the trebuchets from Tom Yum now could get rid of these from Chi. Looks like the 3 traps cannot get attacked here, but the arbalests are not falling. Not enough halberdiers around to defend the Onagers from the pikemen. Cavalier showing now, and Tom Yum has a lot of resources, but only 1 castle, and he's producing berserks, but you probably want to have that second and third castle actually to get the berserk production going really well. Now the Cavalier moving forward. Where's the barracks? Pike production still going, but not enough barracks. There's another one coming up, obviously. And Tom Yum has a lot of resources, but he's losing map control. He doesn't have a lot of army. Chi actually using the Cavalier to the fullest potential, I guess, and getting rid of those Onagers. Thing is, there's another castle here, and Chi lost his castle as well, so no more traps here. Bombard cannon's an option, maybe. Are we going to see rams, siege workshops coming up forward? Blast furnace and be done. Scale mail armor coming in to make these halberdiers, to make the pikemen and also the berserk stronger. Berserk still getting produced, but you can see Cavalier and halberdier actually taking down archer ranges now, and quite quickly. So Tom Yum doesn't really have the production that he wants to have. Siege workshops coming up, and it's actually going to be capped ram here. No bombard cannons. I feel bombard cannons might have been better. Burmese do get the bombard cannons, right? I think so. Arbalest with a really nice fighting position between those archer ranges and barracks. So Chi is backing up a little bit, trying to get more units out. I guess there's another castle coming up to guard that gold to get more trebuchets potentially. And we have military numbers 51 suddenly from Tom Yum. He was constantly producing now a lot of pikemen, good amount of arbalest. He has decent resources, a lot of gold in the bank. Chi is lower. He is pretty much with the same villagers. Now he's 6 more actually, but looks like Tom Yum was producing faster. He now has a lot of production buildings, and that's what G's probably missing a little bit. He's still producing halberdiers, got a few barracks forward, but now the berserks are going around with the arbalest. What is that about? We have a lot of pikemen, and those cavalier will have a really tough time against the pikemen. No ranged units except for those Onagers, so the pikemen will be able to go in and actually get decent damage on those cavalier. Looks like Tom Yum is going with a very forward castle now. I think champions might have been a game changer here, could have worked really well for the Burmese, but that did not happen, at least not for now. And with this attack, with this castle going up, the trebuchet already attacking Chi's castle here, I think Tom Yum is establishing map control, has a good advantage. She is low on resources, and Tom Yum still looking good except for food, but he's producing a lot of food units here, pikemen and berserks from 2 castles now, and he's got a lot of resources for arbalest, and those arbalests are just really strong here. I've said it before, Burmese have a big weakness, which is the arbalest. And the 2 trebuchets should be able to take that castle down within the next 60 seconds. G is in trouble because he's facing so many military units. Actually, light cav is not a really good choice here, but you want to have some raiding units, some fast units that can strike quickly, maybe against onagers. And it looks like G is out of stone, so he can't really repair a lot longer. The castle on 83 HP, and there's an onager coming up to not even take down a few of those arbalest, and it's going down really fast here as well. The military numbers too low. I think this might be the GG. Tom Yum has established that castle on the map control, is getting rid of all the buildings here. That gold is not safe any longer, and only 4 military units from G's on 129 population. He's got okay resources, but he's not producing anything, and this might be the time to resign. I think champions, transitioning into champions instead of cavalier, might have been more difficult to play. The Cavalier was a really nice choice, but she didn't really follow up, or wasn't able to do so. And with the champions plus onagers, we might have seen an interesting game, maybe Rams in between against those Arbalest. The only problem is the Arbalest would have been a lot stronger than against the Cavalier. So I'm not sure, maybe add in some light cav. G's resigning now, he's on 3 military units. Very good game for Tom Yum. G as an 1800 player, 1800 plus, played a very good game in my opinion. And I may be wrong with my analysis, but next time, maybe against the Vikings, you should try to go champions here. It's possible, unless your opponent is going for mass arbalest, and yeah, Tom Yum had a good amount. Hope you enjoyed this game. See you in the next games. GG.